It's the big one, guys. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan for Canelo's WBC and Lineal middleweight titles. Amir Khan's moving up technically two weight classes, and promises to be a big show. Good undercard as well, actually. I'll briefly discuss the undercard and go on to the main event. Glenn Tapia versus David Lemieux. A very, very good fight. Tapia, I haven't really seen much of him since he lost to James Kirkland. And for me, I know he lost at 154. He did say he was struggling with the weight at 154, sorry. And the move up to 160 does him a bit better in training. He punches a bit harder. He's a bit more fleet-footed and not so heavy and that sort of stuff, or not so weight drained as well. So it's a good thing. I mean, will he win? I don't know. David Lemieux's actually a devastating puncher at 160, so it's a very tough fight. I don't know how that fight will go. That's probably a 50-50 for me. Slight lean to David Lemieux. Jason Quigley's fighting the opponent that Lemieux should have fought, James De La Rosa. Good learning fight. Good step up in his ninth fight, I think it is. And Quigley's based out in Wildcarder, if I'm correct. Don't quote me on that, but he's a golden boy prospect, and he's a very decorated amateur. From what I've seen of Quigley, he's a very, very good prospect, and I expect him to do the business on James De La Rosa. Don't know if he'll knock him out, but he could stop him late. De La Rosa's quite game, quite durable. So let's see where how Quigley wins that. Up to the main event now. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan. Canelo has a lot of strengths going for him in this fight. Canelo's naturally the bigger man. I wouldn't say he's naturally taller, but thicker. He's very much thicker. Amir Khan, for me, if anything, he's still a 140 type frame who moved up to 147. Uh, of course, Canelo's probably been, I wouldn't say he's fought the exceptional level of opposition in compared to Khan. I respect both of their resumes. They're both very, very good resumes in their own right. Canelo's lost to Mayweather, of course, and that's probably the blueprint for Amir Khan to follow, or Erislandy Lara possibly. Canelo has fought Lara, did struggle a bit with him. Austin Trout did struggle a bit with him as well. So he's fought some really good opposition. Miguel Cotto as well. So he has fought decent opposition. Don't get me wrong. Uh, but it remains to be seen, especially with the Mayweather loss. That was not close at all. So I wonder if Amir Khan could do that. I do think Amir Khan's boxing skills are a bit overrated. Khan lovers don't hate me. I actually a big fan of Amir Khan. He gives great value for money, and he's very good in his own right as well. But I don't think he's an Erislandy Lara boxer. Let's put it that way, or a Floyd Mayweather boxer. He's got blistering hand speed, but I wouldn't say his foot speed complements that. He's not as game on his feet as he is with his hands, and for me, he gets caught in a tear up too much, and it does cost him that extra two punches or one punch against Canelo. It's not something I want to see. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, especially with his recuperation powers. They're not the greatest. We've seen it against Brady Prescott, Danny Garcia. Willie Limon dropped him as well. Willie Limon was a very, very small light welterweight for me, and he dropped him pretty bad. But let's see how Amir Khan does. If he can stay on his bike for the whole full 12, I think he needs to stay close towards the centre of the ring. Try and box, give him angles. Virgil Hunter would have come up with a decent game plan, I think. So follow the game plan, and let's see how it turns out for Amir Khan. But as soon as Canelo lands, I think this fight's over. I don't think Amir Khan has the power to trouble Canelo. I think Canelo has a pretty sturdy chin, pretty durable. I don't think Amir Khan punches that hard, even though he's moving up in weight. Uh, it's unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to go with Canelo by stoppage. I'd say around round 8, round 9, that sort of time. I think he's gonna stop Amir Khan. Amir Khan might be doing well, quite well in the fight, but I think Canelo's eventually gonna catch up with him, and I know Canelo's footwork is not as good as Khan's, or it's not good in general. But I wouldn't say it's the worst footwork I've ever seen, and I think eventually he will catch up with Khan sooner or later, and it'll be curtains for Amir Khan. But I have a lot of respect for Khan. He's moving up in weight, um, technically two weight classes, and he's daring to be great. So I got to give him a lot of credit and a lot of respect. So regardless of this fight, it's a win-win for him because he can come back down. He's mandatory for Danny Garcia. He's got the Kell Brook fight, which is even more money than this Canelo fight, which I'm hearing he's getting a guaranteed $13 million. So Brook fight could be bigger over here as well. So it works out well for Khan if he does lose, which I do think he will, unfortunately. But nonetheless, it's a really good fight. Two big stars, one over here in the UK and one over in the States. And Amir Khan's got a pretty good following over in the States as well. So globally, it's a very good fight, and I'm looking forward to it. And let's see what the will the winner go face Golovkin? I don't know. Very skeptical on that. WBC need to set the record straight and put them straight into a purse bid or negotiation period or that sort of stuff. I know they tried it; it doesn't work, but they need to keep pushing it because Golovkin's been waiting for over a year and a half now, and they need to find out who the best middleweight, the real middleweight champion of the world is. But yeah, very intrigued to see this fight and very much looking forward to it. As I said, I think Canelo wins by stoppage, but let's put it this way: I wouldn't be surprised if Khan is doing relatively well in the fight. He needs to use his mind rather than his heart and not get involved in any sort of tear up. I don't think Canelo's power is, it's mind-boggling that he touches you and you're going to go down. But he has very good power. Let's put it that way. A-grade power that he will punch. It punches you hard enough, you will feel it. And Khan's recuperation powers not being the greatest. I think it's not a good mix. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Amir Khan doing well in the fight, maybe even winning the fight, and he gets stopped, or he does something silly, or maybe even goes to the scorecard and he might get robbed. We've seen it with a lot of scorecards recently as well, and obviously with the Mayweather fight, he got a draw in that fight on one of the scorecards against Lara. Some people said he lost that fight and he got a gift decision. I don't think it was a gift. It was a relatively close fight. Could have given it either way, but he got favourable scorecards. Same with the Austin Trout fight. So Amir Khan probably has to win every single round and convincingly. So can he do that? I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see. It's a very intriguing fight, and I'm fascinated to see how it goes. But guys, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the big one, Canelo versus Khan. Also, possibly undercard fights. Do any of them interest you? Who are you picking to win Canelo Khan, or even the undercard fights? Let me know. Please give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and share so it gets up to a larger boxing audience. And yeah, any other questions, PM me on YouTube or whichever you feel comfortable with. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Catch up with the boxing over the weekend as well. Take care, guys, and peace.